Hey, David McGuffin here. Welcome to Travel Talk Tuesday. It is September the 21st, 2021, and tonight our topic is going to be about the Christmas markets in Germany and Austria. Now listen, I know Christmas is still 3 or 4 months away, but now is the time to start thinking about going to some of the Christmas markets with Charlotte and I and David McGuffin Exploring Europe Tours. Hey, you can see right now that I'm not at home in my kitchen in Middleburg, Florida, but I am at my favorite home away from home, and this is Podere Marcampo, located outside of Volterra, Italy. Just let me give you a 360-degree spin here, looking across the hills back toward Pisa behind me, and spinning on around, looking up into the area known as Le Bolse, and where the cliffs are and the church on the hill back toward the town of Volterra. You can see it is beautiful here. The grapes have just been harvested about a week and a half ago. That church back there, San Giusto, is gleaming in the afternoon sunset. But let's not talk about Italy right now. Let's talk about Germany and Austria and the Christmas markets in December. Hey, I hope you enjoy this. I'll come back to you at the end of the show and we'll close this out. Hey, Christmas markets pop up all over the place in Germany and Austria, but this is a really unique one. It's at the Munich airport, the Munich Airport Center, and it's right under the main square and is covered with a glass roof, so there's no snow or rain or anything to contend with, but yet this market, the Christkindl market, the Christ Child market, is a great place to begin your experience right there in the Munich airport as soon as you get off the plane to discover what these Christmas markets are really going to be all about. Everything from glüwein, hot dogs and sausages, bratwurst, many kind of gifts, all handcrafted by local vendors, ice skating rinks for mom, dad, granddads, grandmoms, and the kids. Is just a fantastic place to kick off the festive season. You can wear your lederhosen if you want to, and belly up to the bar and get a beer, or if you didn't bring all the warm clothes, plenty to buy right here in the Munich Airport Center. From the Munich airport, we hop right on the bus and travel to the little town of Mondsee in Austria, just a bit to the east of Salzburg. This town, the church here, is very famous for the Sound of Music wedding chapel where Julie Andrews and Christopher Plummer got married in the movie The Sound of Music, but it's also a wonderful place in the mountains, usually loaded with snow and a lot of Christmas cheer. So we'll spend a couple of hours at the markets here before heading into the big town of Salzburg, located on the Salzbach River, and you'll see there's a fortress there, and we just have a great time here, showing up for dinner at a place called the Augustiner Brotstube, and we have a great buffet of Austrian fare, and just a wonderful time at this old monastery that is famous for their beer that they produce there as well. So that's night number one, visiting Mondsee and then visiting Salzburg. We continue on with that, and the next morning, get up, we visit the walking tour of downtown Salzburg. We visit here the Mirabelle Gardens, do a little walk into the old town, and as you can see, this particular Christmas season, it was very cold, and things were totally frozen. The Pegasus Fountain there in Mirabelle Gardens as well. There I am at the steps, which are famous for doe deer, a female deer, there in the Sound of Music as well. From there, we head on out to side of town to visit a couple of places that are famous for the Sound of Music filming, the castle and the Hellbrunn Gardens here, which has a market out as well. Very beautiful, and we caught this one Christmas season in the snow as well. There's the gazebo, famous for I am 16 going on 17. My friends Johnny and Eva at the Christmas markets bundled up and having a wonderful time here, experiencing the festive Christmas holiday season. The windows of the Hellbrunn Palace are decorated with a Christmas cheer, and it's the Advent calendar that appears every day on the windows of that palace. Here's just a tree loaded up with Christmas ornaments, just to be pretty. Hellbrunn Palace Gardens. It's a beautiful place to kick off a day in Salzburg at the Christmas markets. These horrid figures are known as Krampus, and they appear in Alpine folklore and come out on the 5th of December each year to scare young children who have been naughty, and they're assisted by the good people, Santa Claus, and his helpers. So we'll see those if you're around on the 5th of December in all of the Alpine locations. They're really scary, and here's a video we filmed some years back in one of our restaurants.
Ja, grüß Gott, guten Abend. Wie Sie sicherlich alle wissen, bin ich der Nikolaus. Ich komme auch vorher wieder, um die Guten und Braven zu belohnen. Doch für die vielleicht etwas weniger Braven habe ich meine Krampusse mitgebracht. Ich bringe nicht nur den Korb voll mit Nüssen und Süßigkeiten, nein, auch eine kleine Bitte. Denn wir alle sind Pfadfinder aus Stadt und Land Salzburg und sammeln für ein Projekt, das uns ganz besonders am Herzen liegt. Für die Weiterführung unserer Jugendarbeit und die Erhaltung unserer Pfadfinderheime. Hierfür bitte Sie um Unterstützung. Doch ich glaube, meine Krampusse müssen ja nach dem Rechten sehen.
David McGuffin here from Innsbruck, Austria. Join me on a 60-second stroll around this famous Alpine town. Let's go take a look. Innsbruck's architectural claim to fame is this house with the golden roof here in the main town square. However, for me, I much prefer the Rococo style of this building here, just in the town square as well. From Innsbruck, Austria, this is David McGuffin saying your adventure starts right here with David McGuffin's Exploring Europe. We made it to the Castle Neuschwanstein, home of Mad King Ludwig of Bavaria. This castle was built in 1860s. Took about 20 years, a little more than 20 years to complete. And for this time of year, it's in a virtual winter wonderland. Your adventure starts here with David McGuffin's Exploring Europe. Hey, David McGuffin here, butting back into this Christmas special from the vineyards of Marcampo in Tuscany. Gosh, we've had a great week here with our villa tour, and concluding, I've got one more day tomorrow, but you can see it's in the middle of September. Grapes have been harvested and the weather's perfect. It's about 66, 67 degrees Fahrenheit here, and it is really, really great to be in Tuscany this time of year. But let me go back to the Christmas markets and tell you about coming up this year. We've got Christmas markets, 2 different tours in December. One beginning on the 5th of December, going through the 12th, that is doing this itinerary that we're talking about today, which means it starts at the Munich airport and it goes around and visits Salzburg, Innsbruck, Neuschwanstein, Rothenburg, Germany, and up to Nuremberg, Germany, and finishes up in Munich. And that's December 5 to 12. And then we have another tour, the Eastern Europe Christmas markets, that begins December 12th. It begins at the Munich airport, and we go immediately to Nuremberg, which is up in Germany, and then we hit Prague for 2 days, and Vienna for 2 days, and Budapest for 2 days, and it ends over in Budapest on the 19th of December. Hey, they're both at the same price. Both tours are from Sunday to a Sunday, so it doesn't take up a whole lot of time, but a lot of festive spirit and a lot of festive cheer. We'd love to have you join us on those trips. Please take a look at the website, davidmcguffin.com, and look up Christmas markets or tours, and give us a call, send us an email, a text, or something. We'd love to have you join us on one of those tours this year, 2021, kicking off the Christmas season again, post-COVID pandemic. Hey, your adventure starts here, and let's get back to touring around Germany at Christmas time. Hey, David McGuffin here on a cold and blustery day in the Christmas markets at Rothenburg on the Tauber. Hope you enjoy just a 60-second look around the Christmas markets here in this medieval town. Rothenburg probably has the smallest Christmas markets and the most quaint and cozy. Now, they don't even stay open all that late. During the weekdays, it ends about 7:30, 8 o'clock in the evening. But on the weekends, a little bit longer. But the main square, the market square right here, is full of all kind of booths. And of course, the ambiance cannot be any better. There's plenty of handmade crafts right here. Getting some beer and glüwein, also some bratwurst. And then there's another market beyond that, behind the market square and behind the cathedral, featuring elements for the kids like this merry-go-round. And again, some more homemade crafts. Here we go with getting glühwein, bratwurst, and sausage. Really cool. A lot of candy products for sale for the kiddos. I like these little luminaries that collapse, and then at Christmas time you can unfold them and make these wonderful stars. Here we go with these candles that have a little propeller on the top called the Christmas candles. So just a lot to see and do, but a very small market that's not inundated with crowds. David McGuffin here, ending my day from Rothenburg at the Christmas markets. Hey, your adventure starts right here with David McGuffin's Exploring Europe. Merry Christmas. This morning we're in Nuremberg at the Christmas markets here, one of Germany's most famous, probably the oldest Christmas market in Germany. Come on, let's go take a look. So Nuremberg is famous for these little sausages here. 3 little Nuremberger sausages. Pretty tasty. starts here with David McGuffin's Exploring Europe. We're traveling to Munich, and we're in a snowstorm. My goodness, it's coming down. It's 0 degrees Celsius. That's what, freezing? Woo. Okay, well, we made it to our final destination on our Christmas markets tour. We're here in Munich at Marienplatz, City Hall in the background. The Christmas tree, huge, shaking in the wind here. And the entire square of Marienplatz is loaded with Christmas cheer. Christmas adventure starts right here with David McGuffin's Exploring Europe. Hi! Hi. Well, we cap off this entire Christmas market tour in the capital of Bavaria in Munich. What a great city. It is loaded with about 5 or 6 different Christmas markets. Here I'm eating some roasted salmon that is just the best in the world. It's called Flammlachs. Wonderful, wonderful water on bread. And it's great. We have a dinner at an Italian restaurant with my friend here, and it just is a raving review for all the people that attend our dinner here as we finish up in Munich. It's kind of interesting that we get a true Italian meal right there in the heart of Bratwurst, Munich city center. Here's one of the medieval markets. My friends Jimmy and Louise, Johnny and Eva. A roasted suckling pig right there, grilling over the fire, a medieval market. This gentleman's dressed up in the medieval garb there. Another dinner experience that we've had. We're there for 2 nights actually in Munich, and so we have a dinner at an Italian place on one night and the traditional Bavarian dinner the following night. It's just a great way to cap off this tour. Glühwein in the main square at Marienplatz. Here again is roasting that salmon on those planks there is pretty cool. Charlotte and I having a great time. Munich city center is very crowded. So this was the last market we were at, 2019. We are looking to 2021 just to make it start all over again. One of my groups here at a Christmas market tour. Fantastic time. I keep coming back to those Flammlachs. That roasted salmon is pretty dang good. Jamie and my daughter Jamie and Lori. This is a Jewish synagogue in Munich city center. Charlotte and I again in Marienplatz. This is a grand view of the city from one of our hotels up on the hill above Munich city. And here I am in my traditional Bavarian garb at the wine cellar in Munich City Hall. And there's a booth. A stall selling Christmas ornaments. Those are all over the place. Like I mentioned before, 5 or 6 different marketplaces. And our final dinner at a traditional Bavarian restaurant. You can't go wrong ending a tour in Munich. Pedestrian friendly, gosh, 20 minutes from one city gate to the other. Loaded with activity the whole time.
Okay, well, that wraps this edition of Travel Talk Tuesday up for tonight. Thank you guys for joining me. Please share this with your friends and tell them they can come back and watch it on my YouTube channel or on Facebook Live here, or just visit davidmcguffin.com and /TTT to see an archive of all of these Travel Talk Tuesdays that we've been doing for almost a year now. But I sure hope I can see you at some point, hopefully December of this year, in Germany and Austria for our Christmas Markets tour. Check it out at davidmcguffin.com. We'd love to have you travel with us. And until next week, we'll see you later. Ciao from Tuscany.